Hey, what's up, you guys? How you guys doing? This is Mr. GG. What's going on, you guys? Hey, I just thought I'd come into the stream, y'all. Please like, share, comment on the video. You know, but this is an interesting topic that I had blessed on my mind that I wanted to discuss this shit. Um, but the topic is about women in North America refusing to take accountability and responsibility, in general. Okay. And so it's led to believe to me that the reason they don't, in general, take responsibility and accountability, and the reason I believe that they were taught that is because they want to avoid what I call consequence, repercussions, and they are filled with what we call the need to be right. Does that make sense? Okay. And if they got the need to be right packed down, what's the point of taking accountability? You see where I'm at? And you got to remember, man, as long as they got laws, they got men and women to back them up to not take accountability for their bad behavior, they're going to continue to do that shit. You see where I'm at? They are. It's not an if, it's not a maybe. They fucking will. Okay? And there's been so much of this shit going on for quite so long. It's crazy, man. People who actually feed into this bullshit a lot, man, from, people in the media to family members, to your friends, man. If a woman actually fucking murders someone or disrespects someone or cheat, there's always Big Daddy government, there's always another female, someone in the cuts to not hold them accountable, and from my perspective, there should be more and more women holding other women accountable for their bad behavior and not necessarily having men, because the women are not hearing us, man. They're not fucking hearing us. Okay. We can state this as much as we want to as men and address it, but if we warn them and talk to them and all this shit and they're not fucking listening to us, what the fuck more can we actually address? I mean, what can we do? You understand that? We cannot necessarily, put people in a situation where they're going to go ahead and actually not listen to the man. We'll do everything we can. We'll do what we can, but at the same time, if they're not going to listen to us, then who else can they listen to? That's right. And the other people they can listen to is women, other fucking women, So in this country, in North America, I'm going to fucking say that shit. Most, not all, but most women, they won't take accountability. They won't take responsibility. So get ready, okay? A lot of you guys probably already know this shit, and a lot of you guys already realized it. And so for the critics, those who's doubting, those who hating, it doesn't fucking matter, right? It's the God honest truth of what I'm about to say. More and more brothers, okay, including myself too, are getting our passports and leaving, okay? We're getting our money together. We're getting our investments together. We're leaving this son of a bitch, okay? Doesn't matter who actually agrees with the shit or whatever. It's like, what's the point in staying on the plantation when there's nothing to harvest, if that makes sense? There's nothing to crop. What the fuck is the point? There's no point, And so that's why you're going to see more and more brothers nowadays, particularly black men and men who are mixed, right? In North America, they're going to be grabbing their passports and they're getting the fuck out of here. You understand that? Because there's no reason for it. do you see a reason of why we should stay here? You know, you're hearing so many guys who went through these divorces to the point, the first thing you hear is a woman saying, well, he cheated, or he should have done it, she should have done that. But you do not hear, what the fuck did you do to destroy this relationship, or what did you do to cause that man to do that? You won't hear that. You'll hear just her side and the victimization side, but you won't hear the other side, the reality of what's going on. And the guy, yes, the guy, he'll actually open up and he'll tell you what the fuck is going on, right? But the problem is society and women, right, in the media, they'll try to shut his motherfucking ass up every fucking time. I swear to God, they will. So when it comes to accountability and responsibility, again, who can actually do this shit? It's not going to be us men. We tried. We've been trying this shit for over 50 plus years. They're not fucking listening to us, you guys. So we need more women out there, you know, to be encouraged, to hold these women accountable. You see that bitch is fucking up. If she's disrespecting a man at any time, right? Why are you not saying nothing about it? Why are you just being quiet? I think I really know the truth. The truth is because you refuse to take her accountability. The womanhood is so deep to the point she will allow another woman to disrespect another man, right? But if a man comes to disrespect that woman, guess what? We are to be held accountable, and we are to always be the big, bad old guy that's actually dealing with the woman who so happened to be the victim, according to society. Okay? So I'm telling you guys, my brothers out there, hopefully you guys listen to this. Hopefully you can hear this clearly. Make sure you understand. There is a reason for a season. There is a reason why there is individuals doing this, you know. And you have to put yourself in the position that if you're going to go ahead and do something, make sure you understand to hold accountability of it. You understand? You have to. You understand? If you can, give me one moment real quick. I'm going to go ahead and switch off my camera, and I got something to handle really quick. Give me one moment, please. Okay, cool. Anyway, like I said before, and I'll say it again, man. Accountability is a bad motherfucker, man. Okay? And they can't hold that shit. They cannot handle it, man. Being accountable means that basically if you put yourself in a position where you know for a fact that you're going to be punished, you're going to be frowned upon, it puts you in a vulnerable position, and women don't want to be put in that shit. You understand that? In general, okay? On this stream, I'm not talking about every fucking woman. I'm not. I'm talking about the vast majority of women that are fucking out there. So guys, if you smart, if you got any type of inkling, okay, of seeing this shit, and I believe a lot of us guys, right, you've been on this planet at least 25 plus years, you've seen that shit of women just not taking accountability and responsibility, man. It just lets you know and encourage other women out there to encourage these women to actually take accountability and responsibility for their bad behavior and their bad decisions. The women that will listen. Are there a lot of them? No. But there are some. And number two, we already know. Grab your passports and get the fuck out of here, okay? Get your passport and you need to leave. That's all it fucking boils down to. Get your fucking passports and you need to leave, okay? That's all it boils down to, okay? It's not an if, it's not a maybe, right? It's a fact. get your passports and get out of here. Okay. All right. I'm not making this shit up, you guys. You know, I've been around the block, you know, with dealing with this shit. You understand that? Let me add my boy to the stream. What's going on, Mr. Carlos? You hear me loud and clear, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I thought you was probably busy with the kids or some shit, man.
You got me at a good time. Yeah, because
Wow.
you always get to my live streams, and I need to start getting to your live stream. So, what's the topic on?
Funny thing about it, this is my first time setting this up because I got a baby channel. I'm talking fucking termite, you know, little insignificant, you know, channel. So, but the topic I got today, you know, this is my first time doing a StreamYard, is the name of the topic is called Women Not Taking Responsibility and Accountability for Their Bad Behavior and Bad Decisions in North America.
Okay? Right. Yeah.
And I tell these guys, you know, I got a little chunk of subscribers, you know, but I tell these guys that when it all boils down to it, you're going to see a lot of these women. My brother came into the stream too. Let me invite him. All right, this is my little brother. He's one of the passport bros too. Okay. What's up, bro, man? Go ahead and turn on your mic, man, whenever you get a chance to, bro. Can you hear me?
Hey. Yeah.
How are you? Hey, how's it going, bro?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Clinton?
I'm doing good. Just here watching some.
Hey, Clinton. I want you to meet somebody very special to me. His name is Mr. Carlos Reed. He is a big time red pill passport brother. You can learn a few things. Carlos, this is my brother I've always bragged about, who went to Mexico to learn Portuguese and Spanish and got a gang of stamps on his passport. Yes. So without further ado, I want you guys to meet each other.
Hey, you sound like you're more experienced than I am on this traveling. So what country you been to, Clayton?
Oh, how you doing, Mr. Reed? Nice to meet you. First off, I've been to quite a few. I've been to quite a few. From Latin America to South America to Europe, to the Caribbean islands. So I've been to a few. I haven't been to the motherland yet, unfortunately. But hopefully that's coming up soon. So.
Okay. Yeah. You may want to focus on Ghana or maybe, well, at least the English-speaking countries like Ghana, Kenya, and Uganda. Those countries. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I want to spend some time in Accra and yeah. I know English. A language barrier could be sometimes our biggest inhibitor, but I definitely want to venture off, because I want to spend time in the Congo where, English isn't the first or second language. And
okay. You're good at French, or
I'm not, but that's okay though.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay, because in the Congo they speak French and Lingala, and then I want to spend time in they speak some Portuguese in Angola. So
definitely.
So I'll feel somewhat
and Mozambique
with that. What's that?
And Mozambique, Angola, and Mozambique. It's Portuguese.
Mozambique, Angola. There's a few countries. Cape Verde,
and Guinea-Bissau.
Exactly. So I definitely don't want a language barrier to be my limitation, though, for sure.
Mm-hmm. How good is your Portuguese?
It's conversational. I think it's good enough. Yeah.
Okay. Then the perfect country for you to go to first would be probably Cape Verde. It's like it's almost like if there was a Portuguese island in the Caribbean. That's what I get when I'm there. It's like a tiny Brazil.
Oh, really? A tiny Brazil?
Yeah, it's like yeah.
But just in that Caribbean island.
Right. Right, it has the feel of a Caribbean island, but it's Portuguese, but it is close to Africa, so it's different. Yeah, it was like a bunch of islands that was off the coast of Africa that was never settled. So you had people from Portugal come there, and you had people from Africa come there, and it became like this little melting pot, you know.
Yeah, I have a really good friend who I met in college who's from there.
Mm-hmm.
Who now lives there again. But definitely somewhere I want to go.
Right.
Definitely somewhere I want to go.
So you're much younger than Mr. G, right?
Right. You might as well. He acts like it. He acts he acts more and more mature, man, in my opinion, as far as the travel aspect. But no, I'm the oldest though, man. But yeah, the guy he knows his stuff though, man. And
okay.
I'm one of those guys. I'm one of the guys that believe that whoever's more experienced, whoever's a professional, by all means, man, I put myself in position to be both the student and the teacher and hire the professionals. And in this case, he is the professional, man.
Wow.
You both are. You
know what? I went to Mexico, briefly dated this awesome lady. That was a long time ago. And I just didn't realize what I had at the time. And it was weird because I wasn't used to a woman being like that. So I sort of thought that she was just playing games with me. But as I got older and talking to other people and learning about, that's just how women are in other countries. That's just how they are. It's not fake. That's just how they are.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think I think just their come up is a little differently than ours. This traditional gender roles kind of these are very traditional countries too. Well, I would say most countries that haven't been like completely westernized. And I don't even know if being westernized is the right term. Americanized.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I wouldn't. I don't know if the French or the Portuguese completely think the way that Americans think, or even the Italians, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
But yeah, like I mean, we live in a country where you live in America, right, Carlos?
Yes. Unfortunately, I was planning on moving permanently out of America at the end of this month, but that didn't work out because
I'm sorry to hear that.
I had a major financial deal I wanted to do, and that was going to be my ticket out, and it didn't. It fell through, and now I'm back to the drawing board. So hopefully. Hopefully within the next 6 months, I'll be out of here for good.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. Hopefully, this next deal puts you right in the position you want to be. But what I was going to say is, here in America, it seems like, and this is the order, at least in this current present stage of America, women's rights and the LGBT community, the whole that whole community, their rights are above all other rights right now. I mean, before, I mean, back in the day, it was white men's rights, then it was their rights.
Right. The feminists and the LGBTQ community is one that now runs things now.
Yeah.
So quickly they canceled Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, they're trying their best to with this cancel culture shit. But like I was telling people, I told people to go watch the Dave Chappelle show. That shit's still running, man. Go watch it.
It's still running? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's still running. Yeah, go. If you got Netflix or if you got Amazon, if you got Amazon, go watch that shit, man. He lays so many gold nuggets in there. It's crazy, man.
Well,
yeah,
so many.
I haven't watched his new comedy special, but I do applaud the leadership and the just the leadership and the ownership that the CEO of Netflix has taken, because he could have easily backed down and taken a different route, but he didn't. So I applaud that.
You got his producers backing him up, man. You had Damon Wayans. This is on YouTube. Damon Wayans from the Wayans brothers, and then his brother backing Dave Chappelle up, man. You know, you also had Judge Joe Brown. You know,
oh yeah, I think he'll be backing him up.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Judge Joe's
man, it got real, man. Yeah, go look this up on YouTube University.
Oh, I was thinking they had canceled him. No, they didn't. Okay, he's still fighting back. Good. Gay Mafia.
No,
it was messed up what the Gay Mafia did to
the baby, huh? The rapper, or who are you thinking of?
The short comedian. The short comedian.
Oh, what? Is it a new comedian or old comedian?
New comedian.
Was it Easy the Indian dude? Is that the one you're thinking of?
No, never mind.
You talking about Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart, yeah. Kevin Hart. Yeah, they came out.
He talked about Kevin Hart in there, and he actually spoke highly of Kevin Hart and encouraging him to, hey man, do better and do your best, man. You're a funny motherfucker, you know, because he was like, he talked about it there, man, how he actually met Kevin Hart, and he was talking about, man, like, you know, how he can improve, giving them a couple pieces and things. He was like, damn, this motherfucker funny, because he said the comedians, you know, they got their own community of comedians that hang together, you know,
right,
and which is pretty interesting. You know, they all hang together. You know, they do things together. You know, and I'm really proud that guys like him are not only just mentors and teachers too, but hell though, man, they see what the hell's going on, man. They see what the hell's going on.
There's certain people you cannot criticize. Gay people, fat women, and feminists. Those are the three groups of people that got that's all part of the mafia. The fat women, the LGBTQ, and the feminists. They're all part of the same mafia.
Yeah, they're all wrapped under the big ass blanket. Big ass blanket.
Yeah.
And like I say,
comedians should be having a field day joking, going off on Lizzo, but they can't say a word about her. She's the biggest joke out there right now, but no comedian can make fun of her. What kind of
but it's like right now, society has gotten to the point where they're ignoring the First Amendment. You know, they're ignoring the freedom of press, you know, the right to free speech. They're just ignoring it and putting their own footage on it. You know, it's crazy. You know, they're like manipulating, you know, the Constitution and the amendments, though, right? And as long as men, because I say men myself, allow that shit to happen, right? They're going to take full advantage of it. And Sandman was talking about, and Ferocious MGTOW was talking about on his channel, man, that we used to have safeguards for this shit, you know, where if in the event something like this happened, that's why those safeguards in place. But now they took those safeguards down, the laws did. And now women, feminists, right, people who got disabilities and shit like that, they're taking full advantage. They're like, fuck the First Amendment. Fuck your freedom of speech. My speech is either my speech or no speech. That's
pretty much, yeah.
And that's what Dave Chappelle was talking about, man. That it's to the point nowadays where you got to say what I want to hear, and as long as it caters to my needs and it doesn't offend me, then it's cool. Rather than saying the truth, because if you say the truth and it does offend me, then it's a problem, and I'm gonna cancel your ass. That's how it is in today's society, and that man kept it real. He said exactly. I paraphrased it, a chunk of everything I just said right there on that stage. You know,
it's perfectly fine to make fun of certain men. Yeah. It's perfectly fine to joke about them. Okay.
Correct. And I talked about, you know, that, and that's why, you know, I brung up this topic on this stream called about women refuse to take responsibility and accountability, because the majority of them, right, it's okay for you, like you said, to talk about men, degrade them and all that shit, right?
Right. It's perfectly fine.
Disrespect us. But when it comes down to holding them accountable or responsible for their bad behavior and their bad decisions, it's a fucking problem.
Right. You can't joke about them craving thugs. You can't joke about them making horrible decisions as far as to make. You can't joke about any of that.
No.
You know? No. You can't tell the truth about it. You can't joke about it. It's off limits.
Yeah, it's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame. So, you know, my question to you is this though, right? If women refuse to take accountability and responsibility, right, do you think it's right to encourage those women who will listen to actually hold a woman accountable, you know, or should we not say nothing to them at all? Because they're not listening to us men. So the only people they will listen to are other women.
Well, I think I've already mentioned that before. They are the only ones who can say something, because we can't say any damn thing, and they're not going to listen to us anyway. So the only people that can like set them straight are other women. So it's the women's responsibility. It's the normal women's responsibility to set them straight, because, you know, as you said, they're not listening to us. They never will listen to us.
No, they won't. No. They'll listen to another female.
Right. They'll listen to that, but they listen to us.
Yeah, but they won't listen to us men. You understand?
Right.
I was just telling my little brother tonight about something I just literally experienced. I swear to God. Carlos, do you know of a game called Spades? Have you ever played Spades before?
Oh yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, when I used to play cards a lot. Now I don't play cards anymore, because some people get account. If they start playing for money, they get kind of stupid, and people want to fight. And I was like, I saw that. No, I don't want to play cards anymore.
Man, let me tell you, okay. Today's topic was more on not only, you know, the accountability, responsibility, but we also talked about how like the barbershops and us being able to watch football games together is not going to be a safe haven as much anymore as men, you know, not anymore. And what happened today, what I experienced was I was playing a spades game with one of my partners. He was kind of drunk and everything. And long story short, right, he's drunk. The woman at the house is drunk. And then the two people I'm playing with, one is drunk and one's just listening to music, right? Okay, they're both women. This is a women's house. The other guy I'm playing with is a man. We're the only two men there. And there's like 8 other women in the background, okay? Right? I'm going to let you know, right, how fucked up the situation is, you guys. The moment there's a 10 hand you can win. You know, there's 13 books. So me and my partner, we won the first round. There was 9 and there's 4, right? So they got their 4, we got our 9. We turned around, won another hand, right? And ended up setting them. You know, set means basically they didn't make the books. If they bid 4 and they bid 3, that means that the amount of books that they had bid for gets deducted from the amount of points that they originally made, right? So I tell people this: watch how the hands are dealt, watch the scorekeeper, right? And also to watch how people are communicating at the table. Dude, I sat up here and I said, hey, your partner wrote down our points, but didn't write down the correct points for you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, he did not write down the correct points for your team. She didn't. She ignored me, turned up the music. I swear to God, turned the music up on blast. My partner's over there drunk, and I said, hey, man, listen, man, if this person don't correct those points, I'm out of here. So I addressed it again. Ma'am, can you tell your partner to write down the correct amount of points? You guys lost so we can continue the game. She ignored me, blasted the music. I said, I'm about to get ready to go. I told the lady of the house, hey, look, they're cheating. I'm out of here. They didn't write down the amount of points. Lady of the house, she's drunk. She's not knowing what's going on. I said, let's roll. My other partner, what's going on? What is going on? I said, let's roll, man. I'm his ride. I'm not going to put myself in that situation where people are cheating. Dude, as I was leaving out of the door, guess what this woman said? You too old for that shit. This is just a game and all this. I said, look, I refuse to play with cheaters. If you're going to cheat, man, then I'm out of here. You can take your stuff. You gone. Bye. So I left her out of there.
Was she drunk or something?
Dude, she got loud and disrespectful because I called her out and her partner out on the fact that they were cheating. You see where I'm at?
Yeah.
So the point is, as I was leaving, right, there was no, hey, look, I'm sorry, my bad, we drunk. Hey, let's correct it. No, she stuck to her grounds. You don't need to be doing this. You need to get your stuff. And I said, all right, fine, cool. I don't play with cheaters. I said exactly like that. I left out though she slammed that door hard.
You know what? Every time I played space with women, something stupid always happened. So, oh man, either they're trying to disrespect you or something.
Oh yes,
it was stupid.
Yeah,
go ahead.
There was that. There was that, and then on top of that, we were watching the Chiefs game today. We won.
Yay! All right.
There were other men. There was other men there, and they were telling me and the other guys, right? Hey, we need to watch our language around there, but the other women can say whatever the hell they want. I swear to God, I instantly got up and left again. And the woman in the house said, why are you leaving? I said, I got somewhere to go, man. It's like she was totally oblivious that this woman was fucking disrespecting me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was okay for all the other women. Yeah, it's okay for all the other women to laugh, cuss, say whatever they want. But when it comes to men, it's a problem.
Right. The rules don't apply to them. They're protected. They can do anything they want.
I'm not. You cannot make this shit up. You can't.
You can't. Yeah.
You can't. And I sat up there and I'm like, wow. So the woman of the house, though, right? She's a sweetheart, but at the same time, right? When it comes to pay attention, right, to individuals who's getting disrespected and taken advantage of, right? She has a habit. She'll let people walk over, man. She will, But it taught me a lesson tonight, man, that even in the midst of watching football, even in the midst of actually just playing a simple spades game, right? There's no accountability. There's no responsibility. None.
Wow. Yeah, none.
As long as Big Daddy Law's there, and as long as there's other females there to back them up, goddamn it, you're not shit. But if you but that's why I say, in my opinion, if you stay alone and minimize who you hang out with as far as women, right? It'll keep you out a lot of shit. And that's why I was telling you about the stream you're on, Carlos, about those women who try to gang up on you. I know how it is. I do, man. I fucking do. When you bring them facts, logic, statistics, and you're talking to them with a calm voice, right? To them, it's in the reverse. You're arrogant, you're a meanie, you're misogynistic. You're all the istics in the book.
Right, because the woman can never be wrong. The characteristic of a feminist, okay, is that they tend to have ridiculously high standards for a mate when they're average or even below average. Okay? So any guy if any guy they don't see as perfect, it's beneath them. And that's the type of person you're dealing with.
And what's sad about it, Dave Chappelle talked about feminism. and this is what he said, and I'm gonna quote. He went to Google in front of everybody, and he said this, the definition of feminism. And he said, basically, anybody who believes in the woman's rights to choose. It didn't say women, anybody. And I was like, that was beautiful. He said, if that was the case, that means I'm a feminist. I've been a whole feminist the whole goddamn time. So it said to me when he read that definition, when Kevin Samuel said a similar definition, it told me, don't talk about feminist or feminism. I want to probably start using the term toxic feminist, bad behavior feminist.
Yeah, I always say radical feminist or toxic feminism. Yeah, that's why I always say that actually.
Yeah. And you know, we get on tangents and tend to slip up and say feminism or whatever, but we have to remember it was cool when they said, okay, they wanted women to vote. That's fine. Fight for that shit. They want women to work. Okay, cool. Fight for that shit. They want women to go to school. Cool. Fight for it. That's fine. You want the right to choose. Okay, fine. Fight for it, right? You want the right to decide who you have sex with and don't. Okay, fight for this shit. That's fine. But when it comes to the point of degrading men, when it comes to the point of shaming men, when it comes to the point of divorcing men,
right?
When it comes to the point of using the laws to your advantage to degrade of men and justify your bad behavior, when it comes to the point of getting your relationships with this man to use him for your own best benefit, right? And then turn around and say men do it too. How many times you heard a woman say men do it too? That's toxic feminism.
Right. It just drives me. That's like it makes you not want to. You have to associate with them because you do business with them, but at the same time, it'd be nice that you don't. If you live in a world where you're not around them or don't have to interact with them. As long as I'm living in the United States, I have to keep interacting with them. And
yes,
it looks like it's going to be at least another year here in the States. Yeah. I was hoping at the end of this month I was going to just leave, and but that didn't work out for me because something didn't happen like I thought it would. Now I got to go back to the drawing board and work on something else. But what can I say?
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Stuff happens. I mean, I made a goal for myself. Shit, my daughter's 12 years old. I said to myself, okay, she'll be 13 next year. In 13, she got 5 years until she turned 18, and I'm out of here. That's my window. All right. Or if we go back to court, and my daughter says she wants to stay with me, and the judge grants that, we're going to be out here a little bit more sooner. I'll cash in whatever real estate assets I have, whatever money I have. I'm gone. I am out of the door. Fuck that shit. I'm gone. Okay?
Right.
All right? And that's it, right? That's it. And that's why I really like what Ferocious MGTOW said the other day, that he ended up taking his proceeds and he invested into like 10 plus different types of cryptos. So if in the event shit hits the fan while he's working, he can take his ball and he can leave the country. Like for real, like that was like the most realest shit ever. Because a lot of guys, they're like investing to like one different type or two different type cryptos, but you don't hear too many guys say they invested in like 10 or more or whatever. You don't hear that shit too often. That's a pretty clever strategy because you're not setting yourself too thin. You're paying attention to multiple markets.
Right. But what's the best crypto? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not a crypto guy. I'm more of a real estate guy, and that's something I can't get into necessarily. I don't want to lead you the wrong way. But in this instance, though, right, I would say, do your own research on YouTube, there's different types of crypto models you can invest into, because that's not something I'm actually investing into. I'm more of a passive income, grab a property and tie it up for about a 10-year term and let it cash flow, man. 10 or 20-year term and let it cash flow, And mostly, if you can get in commercial, I tell these guys, you can get in commercial real estate. That's where the serious cash flows in. And if you can get into surplus funds, which is a whole other conversation, right? That's where some serious cash is at, because there's less competition in it in real estate. It's way less competition, but that's a whole nother ballgame.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Man, I'll probably be out of here within a year. Probably. If what the project I'm working on now, if it makes me money, like I hope that it does, then I'll be out of here before the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got my fingers crossed on that. But in the meantime, I was kind of disappointing, but hey,
yeah.
Back to the drawing board. Once I finally get out of this debt, I'll start investing in the crypto more aggressively. But right now, I got to get rid of this debt first before I do anything. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah. Well, and if you need to talk to me more, because I know you talked to me about that refi situation, you're welcome to talk to me more on the stream, man, and I can kind of give you a little bit of pointers, because I know we talked about the refinance over the phone a little bit.
Yeah. There's nothing I can do about it right now. But I can talk to you offline about that situation. Fine. Yeah.
Okay.
But okay. But I don't think this culture has become to the point where you can't hold a woman accountable. I mean, I pretty much almost destroyed my military career trying to hold a woman accountable. but I mean, she was, but I didn't know she was banging the battalion commander. I didn't know. I know she was banging the battalion commander, and I'm a company commander, so I wasn't aware at the time. If I had known, I would just play politics and like, okay, that's his commander's. Well, I wouldn't say girlfriend, but side piece. So I would have just, all right, okay, you do what you do, but don't do it in front of the other troops or whatever, because I don't want any problems. If they see you getting away with shit, then that's gonna make me look bad. So if you're gonna do shit, then don't do it in front of the other troops. That's all I ask. Yeah. That's how I would have handled it. But since I didn't know that, I didn't know she was banging the battalion commander. I say, okay, you're gonna get counsel, you're gonna get this, you're gonna be held accountable, and it will reflect on your NCOER. Wrong idea. Because her boyfriend
there it is.
Didn't like that. He ain't gonna sign that damn NCOER. No, that's his girlfriend or his side piece or whatever the hell she was. I mean, it's this. I mean, you can't make this shit up. They get away with this shit. But that jackass battalion commander got his in the end. Oh, he got his in the end. Shit.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he got his in the end. Actually, I can't talk about it on
it's
I'll
fine.
talk about it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, man. It's fine, man. Yeah, it's just though, man. I mean, I had to when those Peter Parker's red pill senses start going off around women, you guys, you have to fucking take that shit for face value. You have to, man. All right, you have to. Something told me when I left the first time, because I left the first time like immediately after the Chiefs game, I left, and I was leaving. Woman of the house was like, "Why you leaving? Why don't you just stay? We're about to get, have a few drinks and play some cards, whatever." I was going to leave it, and I was going to stay, and I turned around and said, "I gotta go. I gotta make a run. When you coming back?" I said, "I don't know." So I left. And then I went and picked up my partner. We played a few games of dominoes. I'm a domino player, by the way. And I play spades and chess. And so when I stayed gone, played a few domino games over his place. And then we turned around and decided to go over her spot, you know, after we talked to her, because she said, hey, I got a few places, why don't you come over? And that's when I came back over, and then that's when the drama happened. Something told me, don't bring your ass back over there or whatever. But, you know, I got out, lived to tell the tale, you know, so I don't know. But women will not take accountability in North America, gentlemen. They fucking won't, okay?
No.
Am I saying every woman? Am I saying all women? No, they won't. They won't. So you want to put yourself in a position where when women are the women that will take accountability, when you can see the signs that they will take accountability, right? Those are women you need to talk to, pull them to the side, tell them what we're going through or whatever, or just briefly, keep it short and say, hey, any woman out there, right, who's doing bullshit, on her bullshit for us, right? Have them take accountability, because the little bit of women that are out there will call them out and address it. Bitch, why are you doing this? Bitch, why are you doing that? What is your problem? And eventually, you know, they'll get pissed off. They'll get snuggish at her, right? Because in their mind, she's like, well, I'm a woman. You're not supposed to do that. But other women's like, I don't care. There's a lot of women out there that's like, they don't care that you're a woman. It's the fact that, bitch, you fucked up. Bitch, you got a good man. Why are you fucking up with him? Or, hey, you disrespecting this person. Why are you doing it? You know, there are women out there that will call it out. You know, it's just in North America and the United Kingdom, it's just very notorious to see women that won't take the accountability. They won't take the responsibility, right? They figure as laws are backing them up and other women are backing them up, what's the point? What the fuck is the point?
Yeah, they got everybody backing them up. They can get away with insubordination. They can get away with a lot of things that the average male cannot get away with. I'm just like, there is no reason. I mean, I'm thinking about,
there's no reason.
Know what? I'm supposed to be leaving, and you know what? I might just leave.
A lot of this shit gives you like flashbacks. Don't we're talking about this shit. You said that it makes the red pill, from the perspective of other red pill, it makes you really think hard on, damn, you know what? Because I'm sitting there, listen, after I sit up for seeing this, I'm like, fuck business, man. Shit, if I go to Brazil, shit, I'm thinking about taking like 10, 20 grand and just buy a spot down there. So I got a spot to come to, a hideout spot to come to, instead of spending money on these little Airbnbs and all this shit. So I can say, well, shit, at least I got a spot or whatever, you know. And if shit goes out of the head, I can just bounce. I got that spot, you know. Right. Not necessarily a house, like a nice condo or something like that, you know, or whatever, you know. I've been like thinking about like shit like that, you know, because I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna travel down there, and if I go down there, man, I'm going down there to take some action, man. Like shit, I don't mind taking 50 or 100 grand and getting some shit done and all those shit. Because I'm fed up, man. Like I can even tell in your voice, you're like so fed up, it's crazy. Because
I got a plan, and I don't want to reveal my plan on the air. But
don't do it.
Get out of here.
Keep it in the back cave. Keep it in the back cave. Keep it on the back cave. Yeah, man. Because I mean, shit, man. I mean, if worse come to worse, because I mean, I even tell even some of these guys who's married like you, man. I tell them, man, I hope that God, man, your wives are not slowly becoming feminized, man, and corrupt by this shit. I just hope that God.
If they're in the United States, they're gonna be feminized a little bit.
I tell them. I tell them, right? You know, I tell them, man, that it's like Yeshanis made a great point on his channel about the great white shark, man, and he did a video about what will happen if you take the great white shark out of this environment and its habitat and put it in another habitat and environment. It's going to be hard for that great white shark to adjust, and before you know it, over a period of time, that shark will die. It will die. And where I relate to it is if you take that woman from, let's say, Zimbabwe, bring that bitch to fucking Canada or whatever, right? The feminine, the submissive, the compliant that she had, eventually it's going to slowly start dying off, especially if you're not keeping her around her culture or family, the people who know about her, her upbringing. You keep her away from that goddamn shit, man. I'm telling you, man, that shit that you fucking wanted to fucking always have is going to slowly start dying off. Some guys argue the fact just keep them in contact with their family over the phone. I disagree. I say no. If you can, keep them as much as you can inside of their environment.
Right.
Okay.
In their country, in their environment.
Yes. Yeah. Just keep them just there, because if they slip up at any time while they're in their country and try some American shit, the family gonna call it out and the friends gonna call it out. Homegirl, you changing? What's wrong with you? I'm not changing. And yeah, you are. And they're gonna start talking to her in her language and shit or whatever, and they're gonna shut that shit down.
Yeah, they need to. Yeah, because that's some dumb
Will.
shit. A guy is not. A guy doesn't. I mean, you don't just run from something and then run into the same thing you're trying to run away from. That ain't cool. Because if she's gonna start acting like an American woman, that's it. It's over. Relationship's over.
Yeah. I look for the signs. I say these guys, when they bring these chicks over here, I tell them, man, look for the signs early or whatever, right? Look for the signs early. If you see any sign of her transforming, man, do whatever you can to, I hate to say it, you can stay married, but take that and make sure she send her ass back to her goddamn country. Send her back. Send her back. Probably 6 months, right? And then she's gonna get that I miss you and all this shit, or whatever. Okay, that's fine. It's cool. Because when I send you back, that gives me time here to get the money together I need so I can bring my ass back out there with you, wherever it takes. And while she's out there 6 months, every X amount of months, we're going to say every 2 months out of the 6, that's 3 times out of the 6 months, goddamn, you go down there and you visit her. You sure do. Stay down there for about 10 days and then bring your ass back. Because she knows you're making that North American money, goddamn it. You're not making Zimbabwe money. I just use Zimbabwe as an example, but you see where I'm going with this shit.
Oh, yeah.
You're not making that Philippine money. You going back to the States, goddamn it, making the United States dollar money and shit, and then bringing that shit back there. Shit, goddamn it, hell. I'm building a house. I'm building a house or a goddamn castle or a building there or something. Shit.
Oh man.
I'm serious. You keep it. I'm for real. I'm seeing too many. I've seen it happen to me, guys. So, and then there's guys who argued with me and other people that they've done it. Now, are there people who've actually have succeeded at bringing these fucking women over here and becoming happy? Yes, they are. But there's still that percentage. There's more nightmares I've heard of guys who've actually took these goddamn women from over their cultures, brought them over here, and then over time they got converted. Once they start seeing and get exposed to how women treat men over here, how the laws get in their favor, how the divorce rate is down here 60%, all right, how quick you can get into child support, how even Dennis Sperling channel, when he was talking, he said some cruel shit about how guys would bring these chicks to the country, and then within a year or 2 years, these chicks would go literally in the bathroom, could punch herself in the face, boom, call the police and say, you done it. Have you go to jail, right? She leaves you, go cock hop, press charges on you, and the judge will rule, hear me out, the judge would rule that you have to pay this woman every month because now she is a reliability to you. She is not an asset. She's a liability. You got to pay her every month. And while she's on, while she's going through, let's say she's going through the process for a citizenship, instead of her waiting that 7 years or whatever the fuck, yeah, she can go ahead and get that shit knocked out in a few months and shit, man. Yeah, and she'll have full-blown citizenship with no problem. All because of that fucked up incident. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of those scams going around, and he was telling brothers, be careful. He said he got lawyers that specialize in those different types of scams, and but you have to be fucking careful when you bring them over here, man.
Well, what will eliminate that problem is guys stop bringing them over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Because now I brought my wife over here, but I wouldn't recommend other guys do it. Now that I know what I know now, I mean, so far things are fine, but knock on wood. What if things don't turn out fine later on? But see, I'm saying, but see, I didn't know about this. I wasn't when I married her and brought her over here. I was still blue pill. Okay. I was still blue pill. I didn't become red pill until I started watching Sandman's videos as soon as I got back to the U.S. That's when I became red pill, and that's when I got the red pill knowledge, and that's when I oh shit. Okay.
And that's when you begin your transition into a purple pill man.
Right.
That is a purple pill man.
Now, I've already got married. See, I already got married. I already brought it over here. I was blue pill at the time. I didn't know better. But well, everything's fine so far. So so let's see if it continues that way, Yeah. I mean, most purple pill guys, right? They don't find out about the red pill until after it's too late, where they've actually wiped this chick. They actually had kids with her. They invested money, time, businesses, houses, things like that or whatever, That's why, I listened to Coach Red Pill's channel the other day. I play this shit all the time on repeat. It was called Why Nice Guys, right? Why nice guys always get treated like shit, right? That was the name of the video. You can go look it up. Why nice guys always get treated like shit. And he talked about that back in the day, being a nice guy used to be, I say it again, used to be how you kept a woman, how to get a woman, right? How to sustain a woman. Used to be. Right.
Nowadays, to get a woman and keep away a woman, you have to be the asshole. Being an asshole, right? Being the piece of shit is what protects you as a man from being taken advantage of.
Right, because the laws will destroy you. The laws do not protect nice men. It doesn't. It protects.
And he said, and he talked about it. He said,
men. Go ahead.
But on that video, he was mostly talking about guys here in the West, man. He said, well, now that you married this woman, he said, let me ask you a few questions. He said, do you have any assets put up? Did you take any assets or put them inside of a limited liability? Did you do any of that stuff? Did you put all of your houses, all of your assets into an LLC to protect yourself? So if in the event she does decide to divorce rape your ass, right, she can actually not get access to you because all of your assets, all your trucks, your cars, your businesses, they're inside of the LLC or multiple LLCs and INCs, and she can't touch it. He said, did you have your job pay you through the limited liability or corporation instead of paying directly through your social security number? Have you done that? If the answer is no, then you're fucked. And that was real. That was real. Because the moment she figures she gets pissed off and decides to divorce rape you, and she want to go after your check, and you've been on your job, let's say 28 fucking goddamn years, you think she's not going to get a piece of that pie? She sure will.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
But if you got your employer paying you through the LLC or a tax ID number or an employer identification number or any shit like that, then it makes things more difficult for her. Because it'll look like you're not working, right? You're not working, but the entity is. Does that make sense?
Right. Okay. Gotcha, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I'm really tired. I gotta go to sleep soon.
You got it. Okay, cool. Well, listen, man, I'm going to end this stream now, man. I want to say thank you. I appreciate you coming out here. But I just had that on my mind. I wanted to get it off, man, about women not taking accountability, responsibility, and then women who's listening to this shit and guys who listen to this shit. We're not talking about all women. We're talking about the majority of women in North America and the United Kingdom refuse to take responsibility and accountability, okay, for their bad decisions and their bad behavior. So anyway, you guys, please, you guys, I'd like you to please like, share, and comment. Mr. Carlos, do you have any last final words before we let go of the stream? Any advice for the audience?
Keep taking those daily dose of red pills. Yeah. And try to limit your dealings with the average American woman. Just limit your dealings with it. Just keep it strictly business and leave it at that. That's what I want to say.
Very good. Very good advice.
Right.
Very good. And my last words I had to say, you guys, make sure you understand, when you're dealing with the woman, you have to keep in your mind, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even in your sleep, right? When you get up, have it tattooed in your... This woman in North America or the United Kingdom has a high probability of not taking accountability, no responsibility, and not respecting you as a man.
Thank you.
Get your passport and leave, okay? Don't do any dumb shit either if you get your passport and start bringing these women back over here, man, and then be surprised, well, she's changing on me. No, get your passport, go over there and just visit as many times you can or whatever, and then after that, get your money together and make a plan of when you're going to leave this place permanently and live off the cash flow that you have established here in the United States to fund whatever opportunity you have in that country. Remember, your currency is always multiplied in another country, though, right, outside of the U.S. and North America. So take advantage of those opportunities that are presented to you, because quiet as it kept, those women out there, even those I've even talked to, the majority out there, yeah, they take responsibility. They take accountability. They know how to say, hey, look, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Or, hey, I apologize. What can I do to improve the situation? They know how to do that. Did I say all of them? Did I say every single one of them? No. But the majority of them outside of North America and the UK do know how to do that. But you will run into a percentage of them that can't. And it's up to you how to know how to vet these women properly. So anyway, thank you guys. I really appreciate you coming to the stream. Please like, share, comment. I'll try to post more videos on the Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. This is a baby channel, so we're going to try our best to try to make this thing more interesting. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Take your red pills. I'll holler at you later. Peace.
All right.